So the big question today is, what should be in your online dating profile? Today, I share with you my top 5 tips on how to create a captivating online profile. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances Podcast, a love journey in black and white. When I was still in the dating game, which wasn't that long ago, but one of the compliments I used to get was about how interesting and intriguing my profile was. You see, I did a lot of work on my profile because when I joined online dating maybe 7-8 years ago, I used to attract just everything. Every man and his dog and his cat would swipe right on me. And I would wonder, did these people read my profile at all? What was it about my profile that was attracting these kind of people? And so I spent a lot of time really crafting and recrafting and changing and switching up my profile until I felt it was at a good place, because now I was only attracting the right kind of people that I wanted to connect with. So today I want to share with you my top 5 tips on how you can create a captivating profile too. The first one I want to say is lead with your passion. It is so important. People want to know what makes you tick, what makes you get up in the morning. For some, it could be maybe the smell of fresh paint on a canvas, if you like to paint, or it could be journaling, or it could be fresh flowers, or it could be meditating, which is one of the things I had on my profile, right? What gets you up in the morning? What are the things that you are passionate about? That is very exciting. It's something that gets people interested about you. And it's also about finding someone who also appreciates those things, so they can either do it with you or at least allow you to do it, right? The second one that I want to tell you is ditch the clichés. You know, there are things like, oh, I love traveling, or I love long walks on the beach, or everybody says that. Think about why you love to do those things. So for some people, it could be just the feel of the white sand between your toes. How does that make you feel? Or is it about the chirping of the birds that you hear and how that just calms you? Or is it just staring at the ocean, the blueness just makes you travel and just go off into oblivion? Whatever it is, focus more on how it makes you feel as opposed to just, I like walks on the beach. It's too cliche. Everybody uses that. So try to be different, right? And don't try to just copy everyone. That's another thing. Don't just put things that you think everybody must like someone who travels, or everybody must like someone who likes to run. I don't run at all. So I would never say I love to break a sweat by running in the morning. That doesn't do it for me at all. So just be honest. The third thing I want to talk about is your profile photos. People take this for granted, but that is you have, if you're lucky, 2 seconds to decide whether it's a swipe right or a swipe left. So you want to make sure that whatever images you're using is not just a beautiful picture, but it's also telling a story, something that might be like, I wonder where she took that picture. What was she doing there? What was so funny? What was she laughing about? So make sure you're using pictures that tell a story about your personality, your dress style, the things that you enjoy doing, your passions, your hobbies, things like that might make somebody want to ask you, what's that about, right? So, nice photos, you and friends could be great, but let the focus be on you. This is not the time to put, group photos or just you in an office. Okay, that's boring, that's cliche, or over filtered pictures, or don't even get me started on the AI pictures. That's a no. Make sure that you put photos that are very clean, very neat. You're the focus in the photograph, and make sure that it's telling a story about your life. And make sure you're smiling. Like, no one wants a frowning face, right? So make sure it's highlighting your best features. It's smiling, it's approachable, it's warm, it looks great, and it's also telling a story about your life. That's my point number 3. So the next one, number 4, which I find that I hear a lot of people say to me, after a couple of dates, then you find out that you don't want the same things. But I'm like, what? First of all, did you say what you were looking for in your profile? Because if you leave it open, then anyone's going to approach you, right? So it's best to be upfront about what it is that you're looking for, Like, everybody's entitled to want what they want. We're adults. Like, if you're on a dating site, you're an adult, and you can decide what it is that you're looking for. So it's not someone is leading anybody on, or somebody's playing games, or it's a let's see how it goes type of situation. You find yourself in a situationship, one of those. This is the time for you to be clear about what it is you're looking for. If you're looking for a warm body for the winter, this is winter, no judgment, that's fine, just say so. If you're looking for something a bit more casual, just say so. If you're looking for a life partner, say so. Just say it and just own it. It's your life. It's your decision. It is what you want. And you will always attract those kind of people because they're everywhere. So it's better to be upfront about it than you leave it open and then you attract all manner of people who may not be so upfront. And then weeks later, you find out they just want a warm body and you're there thinking that you want a life partner. So that's my tip number 4. Be very, very clear on what it is and no shame. Just own it. It's your life, your choice. And then lastly, I always say end with something inviting. So ending your profile with a question about, it could be either about yourself or about something that you did and you're inviting them to tell their own side as well. So it could be something like, what was the last book that you saw that you read that you couldn't put down, or what was the last movie that you watched that you really hated, or if you could travel to one vacation spot and spend the rest of your life, where would it be? Or if you could eat something, just one meal, whatever it is, like a quirky question that just makes people giggle. They know you're half serious about it, but it makes them want to answer the question. And I found that, especially for apps like Bumble, where you are expected as the female to make the first move, once you've said your hello, they typically go and answer whatever that question was in your profile, because it's a conversation starter. So it's not a hi, hello, how was your day? Fine. No. Now you at least have something to lead the conversation with. So for me, those are the 5 key things that I worked on to create an intriguing profile. And it really helped me because a lot of the people I was matching with always commented and complimented me on my profile, and they found it very, very intriguing, and they wanted to know more, and they would ask questions. Well, I saw this photograph, or what do you mean by this question? Oh, I see that you love to do this. How did you get into that? There was just a lot of conversations to be had just based off of my online profile. So it works, right? So I want to encourage you, if you're not matching with the right people, if you're swiping right, but not seeing that sound, you're a match, then maybe go take a second look at your profile. Maybe it's time for your profile to have its own makeover, right? This is the season of love. For me, Christmas is all about love. So get out there, refine your profile. Don't give up. You never know. Your next swipe might just be your last. But before you start swiping right again, make sure that your profile really reflects who you are and exactly what it is that you're looking for. Okay? So until next time, keep swiping. Thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. I will see you same time tomorrow. Sending you love and light.